I have several steps I follow when conducting a vulnerability analysis. First step is preparing and identifying the scope of work. So I am preparing templates, tools, and checklists and assessment process, methodologies, schedule, and expectation from customer. I'm also identifying the project risks and explaining the templates and the security metrics to customer. Second step is data collection. During this step, I am collecting as much data as possible about networks, systems, and applications included in the scope, like IP addressing lists, architecture drawings, network drawings, missing batches, network devices configuration files, and model numbers. Also, cybersecurity policies and procedures. Next step is security assessment. During this phase, I am doing visual inspections, reviewing the physical security, observing the operating environment, interviewing the operational personnel, and also running the vulnerability assessment tools. And if there is a manual vulnerability assessment or analysis methodology like penetration testing, it will be also introducing during this phase. Next phase is analysis, when I'm assessing the impact of each identified vulnerability based on and prioritize it based on the impact and the likelihood. Next step is reporting. I am preparing a report detailing all the identified vulnerabilities and the recommendation for addressing those vulnerabilities. Final step is remediation. Based on the identified vulnerabilities from vulnerability analysis, I'm working with the relevant teams to implement measures to remediate the identified vulnerabilities. I learned the types of vulnerabilities, vulnerability assessment and analysis tools and the process, how to structure a vulnerability assessment, and the best practice for vulnerability analysis. Overall, CEH course provide a comprehensive overview of vulnerability analysis and how to identify and mitigate vulnerabilities in systems and network efficiently. It's essential for organizations to regularly identify and analyze vulnerabilities to maintain security and the integrity of their assets. Vulnerabilities, if left unmitigated, can be exploited by attackers to compromise confidentiality, integrity, and the availability of organizations' systems and data. Conducting regular vulnerability analysis can help organizations for evaluations of assets and controls, people, processes, and technologies, identifying weaknesses and vulnerabilities that increase the likelihood of successful cyber attacks. Also protect sensitive data and maintain compliance. Ethical hackers should use a combination of automated and manual vulnerability analysis in order to efficiently and effectively identify and analyze vulnerabilities in their systems and networks. Automated vulnerability analysis tools can be useful for quickly identify known and potential vulnerabilities. However, automated methods have limitations and may not be able to identify all the potential vulnerabilities, and they may also produce false positives. And the manual vulnerability analysis methods can be a supplement for the automated methods to to identify more subtle and custom vulnerabilities. So to balance between automated and manual vulnerability analysis methods, we should use automated methods to identify as much vulnerabilities as possible, and then using manual methods to verify and further analyze the identified vulnerabilities by automated tools. Using this approach, it will allows for quickly identified a wide range of vulnerabilities in the systems. And first thing, I'm verifying the vulnerability. So before taking any action on the potential vulnerability identified by automated tools, I have to verify it first using manual methods or other methods. Also prioritize the vulnerabilities based on the likelihood of being exploited and their impact on the systems or networks. Also, we can use multiple tools to verify it and make sure that the vulnerability analysis tools configured correctly. I'm usually using, for vulnerability scanning tools, I'm usually using Nessus or Tripwire, but it's in the end, it's a customer preference. And I'm also using benchmark and compliance tools like CIS CAT tools to verify my provided remediation solutions.